Hello and welcome back to my podcast, The Child in Me. I remain your humble host, Omo. On today's segment, I'll be reading out one of the messages I received from the last episode of this podcast, Wishes, where I asked the question that if a genie were to grant you 3 wishes, what are you going to wish for? So I received this voice message from one of my podcast listeners who said he or she wish that her dad could come back from dead and have more time to spend with her here on earth. And my heart just skipped for a moment because I can relate. Hi, listener. I'm so sorry about your dad. I'm not trying to make you feel like a pity party right now, but I'll tell you, I can relate. And everything didn't seem too well when we lost our dad. It was like our world was upside down and nothing made sense, at least for that moment. It's like the world stopped. It's like nothing good is happening. It's like we lost an important part of the family. And I was very close to my dad, and I could feel this because when they announced or when they told us about his death, it really touched me. It touched me in a very, 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 very bad way, and it affected a lot of things that we all had to grow up one way or the other, because now we have just our mom with 4 of us. So I can relate, and I am so super sorry. And I'm sure your dad is in a better place, and of course he is looking at you. And like I used to discuss with my sister-in-law, she usually says some things like, we don't even know what those that have passed on to eternity are going through. Maybe they are having fun, they're enjoying, and they're like, no, if only we could see how they are enjoying, or if only we could see what they are really benefiting from the other side, that we won't cry for them, we won't wish for them to come back. Maybe they're looking at us like, stop wishing for that kind of thing. This place I'm having fun. But we can't tell. But if only, that's just the word there. So I'm sorry about your dad, and if that is your top priority, I really wish you get that genie who's going to grant that wish. But I'm sure your dad is in a better place, outside of all this hustling and bustling, all these adulting things, all this problem of life, looking for how to sort out bills, how to pay bills and everything. So it is well. Now on to the next. I would say myself about this wishes of a thing, that if we're wishing for anything, we have to be careful, because the genie is coming to grant 3 wishes, and we really need to think before we make those wishes. And my little self would have wished for something else, but right now that I'm an adult, I know better. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I remain your humble host, Omo, and this is The Child in Me. Ciao.